My name is Gary, and if life has taught me anything, it's this. You never truly know what's happening right under your own roof. People love to say that real love is built on trust. That when you find the right person, you're supposed to give them your whole heart. No hesitation, no questions asked. But let me tell you something from hard-earned experience. Trusting blindly isn't loyalty, it's foolishness. I learned that the hard way. I used to believe in love. The kind that's pure and unwavering. The kind where you commit completely, support each other without condition, and never even entertain the thought of betrayal. I thought that if I was loyal, honest, and all in, my partner would be the same. It never even occurred to me that one day I'd be forced to question everything I had once believed about love, commitment, and marriage. Yet here I am, telling this story because I now understand how easy it is to be deceived when you're in love. The signs were there, but I brushed them aside. I told myself the person I loved and trusted could never hurt me like that. I believed that because my intentions were pure, hers had to be too. But life doesn't always reflect your heart back at you. After everything I've lived through, I can't help but see love now as a beautifully packaged lie, something people say and do without truly meaning it. If you stick around and hear the rest, maybe you'll understand why I feel this way. I met Kimberly when I was 30. She was 25, vibrant, full of energy, and had this infectious spark that made everything around her feel lighter. At that point in my life, I was ready for something real. I wanted stability, commitment, a family. When I met her, it was like the final piece of a puzzle falling into place. We could talk for hours without running out of things to say. From the outside, we looked like the perfect couple. We dated for just over a year before I proposed. Some people might say that wasn't long enough, but I was certain I had found my person. There were no glaring red flags, nothing that gave me pause. We had similar interests, enjoyed being around each other, and everything felt natural, like it was meant to be. After the wedding, life felt perfect. We moved into a house my mother owned and slipped effortlessly into our routine. I was content, genuinely happy. In those early days, we did nearly everything together. It felt like we were building something solid, a foundation that could withstand anything. But looking back now, I see the painful truth. The deepest betrayals always come from the ones you trust the most. It all started with something small, something that didn't even seem like a big deal at first. Kimberly complained one day that her phone was acting up, kept freezing, the battery died too fast, and certain apps wouldn't even open. She was clearly frustrated. Wanting to help, I offered to take care of it. Figured it would be a simple fix. I brought the phone to a repair shop, expecting a quick turnaround. But the technician looked it over and told me the repairs would cost nearly as much as buying a new phone altogether. That didn't make sense to me. If I was going to spend that kind of money, I might as well buy her a brand new phone. Man, honestly, the idea of surprising her made me feel good. But what I didn't know at the time was that this small, thoughtful gesture would unravel everything. Before transferring her files to the new phone, I wanted to make sure nothing important would be lost. I scrolled through the usual stuff: photos, contacts, messages, and that's when I saw it. A hidden folder buried among the regular files. Something about it felt off. My gut told me to open it, and the moment I did, my entire body went numb. Inside the folder was a dating app. At first, my brain couldn't even process why my wife would have something like that. But when I opened the app, everything became horrifyingly clear. The messages I found inside were devastating. She had been talking to other men not just recently, but even while we were still dating. Some conversations were light and flirty, but others were explicit, vulgar, and undeniably romantic. Over and over, I saw the same pattern. Different men, different messages, but always the same tone. She laughed at their jokes, encouraged their attention, responded in ways that made it clear this wasn't innocent. She wasn't just chatting, she was actively engaging. She'd been doing this right under my nose. I didn't waste any time. I took screenshots, names, dates, messages, the worst parts of each conversation. If she tried to lie later, I'd have proof. Once I had everything saved, I handed the phone back to the technician and told him to go ahead with the transfer. My voice didn't shake, but inside I was spinning. I couldn't help but wonder, had she always been like this? Was I just too blind, too in love to see it? By the time I got home, I knew exactly what I was going to do. When I walked through the door, I handed her the brand new phone, forcing a small smile and watching her closely. Her face lit up. She threw her arms around me, kissed my cheek, and gushed with gratitude. "Oh my God, babe, you didn't have to do this," she said. She was thrilled, completely unaware that the ground beneath her was about to crack wide open. I let her enjoy the moment for a few seconds, then I cleared my throat. "Yeah," I said. "I figured it was better than trying to fix the old one. By the way, I looked through your phone before the transfer started." Her smile vanished. "Excuse me?" she asked, narrowing her eyes. "I saw the dating app," I said calmly. "I saw the messages. You've been talking to other guys." Stared at me, completely caught off guard. Then came the deflection. "You went through my phone? Seriously, Gary? It's an invasion of privacy? Do you not trust me?" I expected it, the shift, the blame, the attempt to make me the villain. But I didn't flinch. "That's not the point," I replied, keeping my voice even. "I want to know why you had a dating profile and why you were talking to other men." Her expression changed again. She realized I wasn't backing down. "Look," she said, suddenly sheepish. "I wasn't trying to do anything serious. I was just ... bored. I never actually planned to meet anyone." Stared at her. My heart heavy. "Do you understand how messed up this is? Giving your attention to someone outside our marriage is how things fall apart. I don't want that happening to us." She looked away. I took a breath. "You need to end this. Delete the app. Cut off every guy you've been talking to. I need to know this will never happen again." She nodded. "Okay, I'll delete it." She pulled out her phone and, right in front of me, uninstalled the app. I watched her do it. But something inside me told me this wasn't over. For the next 8 months, life continued like nothing had happened. Kimberly swore she had deleted the app, cut off all contact. I tried to believe her. Every time those messages resurfaced in my memory, I told myself to let them go. Love needs trust. And I didn't want to become the guy who's always suspicious, always paranoid. But then, one morning, I woke up and went to the bathroom and felt a burning, stinging pain that I couldn't ignore. At first I tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was a urinary tract infection. But by evening, the pain had worsened. I noticed a thick, yellowish discharge. My gut twisted. I knew something was seriously wrong. The next morning, I went straight to the hospital. After a round of tests, the doctor called me in. "You have an STD," he said. "These infections are only transmitted through sexual contact." I sat there in stunned silence. Oh, there was no other explanation. My wife had slept with someone else. That night, I lay beside her in bed, staring at the ceiling, my mind racing. The next morning, as she poured herself coffee, I asked her, "Kim, have you been with anyone else?" She turned, offended. "Excuse me? What kind of question is that?" "A simple one," I said. "Have you been with another man?" She exploded. "I can't believe this. You're accusing me of cheating after everything we've been through?" Didn't back down. "Did you cut off those guys like you promised?" She scoffed. "Oh my God, you're bringing that up again." "I deleted everything. You know how exhausting it is to be with someone who doesn't trust you?" "Then hand me your phone," I said. She pulled it back. "No, that's an invasion of privacy." "It's fine. Let's go to the hospital and get tested together." She crossed her arms. "I don't have to prove anything to you," was all. The confirmation I needed. When she looked away, I grabbed her phone, unlocked it, and went through the contents. Messages, photos, receipts, proof of multiple affairs, some stretching back months. I turned to her. "How could you be this unfaithful?" I asked. She didn't even try to deny it. She smirked, flipped me off. Something in me broke. "Pack your stuff," I said. "This marriage is over. I want you gone before I get back." She laughed like I was bluffing. I wasn't. I walked out, called my lawyer, and filed for divorce immediately. When I returned 2 days later, she was gone. Moved straight into another man's home, the same man she had been seeing behind my back. Divorce was brutal. It wasn't just legal paperwork. It was peeling myself away from a life I had built with someone who never truly loved me. The pain was indescribable, but I learned one thing. Never love blindly. Trust should be earned, not handed out freely. If someone disrespects you once, they'll do it again. Believe actions, not words. And when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I'm not sharing this for sympathy. I share it because some man out there needs to hear it. If you're ignoring red flags, making excuses for someone who keeps hurting, you stop. Protect your future. Don't just protect your heart. If you know someone who needs to hear this, tell them. It might save them from the pain I went through.